G-Fest 2012. This was one of my all-time favorite G-Fests.
This was a great G-Fest.
This was a great G-Fest. Akira Takarada's second appearance, Ben Furuya's first G-Fest, and the legendary Svengoolie.
Yes!
That's the head cold.
Yeah.
Yes, he was there. He had a cold, but he gave an intro to the horror movie hosts panel.
Yep.
That was so cool.
Svengoolie, a Chicago legend, spans so much farther
Great guy.
now.
And
great guy.
Chances are, if you're listening to us rattle Burhan about this, you're familiar with Svengoolie.
Yeah.
Akira Takarada that year, we were wandering the halls. We had just gotten there Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And, nothing had opened yet, because this was about,
It was
9:15, 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And those of you who know
There's
G-Fest
nothing open yet.
doesn't really start until 10 o'clock. We're walking down the hallways, and Akira Takarada's there, and he's just posing for pictures with his fans.
Yep.
And we're both, Adam and I were just dumbfounded, and he waved us over to get a picture, and I still have that picture.
Yeah, and
I took it too.
To this day, and then he
us.
waved our dad into the picture, and so there's a picture with my dad and Adam, and me and Adam with Takarada-san.
Yeah.
And yeah, he remembered us from 2010, which was mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Again, 5-year-old me doing backflips.
Yeah, and if you can do the math, like, Pat is about 9 years older than me, so he looked at the two of us and said, brothers.
Yeah.
A lot of people at the time thought I was his son.
Yeah, because even though I was pretty young, I'm very big.
Yes.
So people thought I was a lot older than I actually was.
He picked it up right away that he and I were brothers, and that was just so cool that Takarada took the time to take those pictures with all the fans, and he chatted with us a little bit.
He truly was such a great man to meet, and we were lucky enough to meet him as many times as we did.
Just a gentleman through and through.
Yeah. The stories he would tell at G-Fest were absolutely incredible. You can see those. Some of those panels are available on YouTube. Check them out. I recommend it.
Yeah.
In 2016, actually, we'll get to that coming up.
Yeah, we'll get
he told a really nice story in 2016. So back to 2012 G-Fest, we saw King Kong, the original 1933 classic.
Yes, we never thought I'd get to see that in a million years.
At the Pickwick.
Screen. Pickwick was open when Kong was an original release in 1933. There's every chance in the world it was shown on that movie theater.
Yeah, so that was incredible. When we're looking around at the Art Deco of the Pickwick, thinking, oh my God, they may have shown this here.
They did show it. There's no way they did.
Yeah,
Pickwick opened in 28 and was one of the major movie houses in the northern suburbs of Chicago, and it was also a vaudeville place.
That's right. Yeah.
And up into the 30s. So in 33, they showed Kong, guaranteed.
Yeah. And the companion movie with that first double bill on Thursday was The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms.
I love that movie. That's actually a really good movie.
Really good movie. Inspiration partially for the original Gojira and shot-for-shot remake in Godzilla 1998.
Yeah, it is.
Contrary to my tone there, I love Godzilla 1998.
I love that movie.
I was 7 when it came out. It was the first Godzilla film I saw on the big screen. No one will ever convince me that it's not a fun movie. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
just because of the memories I have.
Your mom and I both took days off of work to take you to the earliest possible showing that we could get you to for that.
So for anyone who criticizes the movie, that's my experience with it.
Yep.
I understand everybody's criticism of G98.
Know that we don't
I don't
care.
have it.
Yeah.
Love that film.
And then the second part of the double bill, that Thursday was Gorgo and Gamera the Invincible. That was a long couple of hours. I love Gorgo.
Gorgo's good.
Gorgo's actually not bad.
Great monster movie. One of the better 60s non-Godzilla monster movies.
That's a British one, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought so, yeah.
With the guy who played Alfred in the Batman movies, right?
No, that's Kongo.
That's Kongo, yeah.
Okay.
Easy to do.
Very, very similar movies.
Yeah. Michael Goff. Gamera the Invincible. We saw... That was the Japanese cut, if I'm remembering
I believe it was.
Yeah, it was.
I don't remember much of
subtitled
that movie.
No, you were pretty young, and I know that... Well, I know, Dad, you fell asleep during Beasts from 25
I did.
Fathoms because
didn't know how the
they
professor
went
died.
down in the bathysphere. They went down in the bathysphere, and Dad nodded off for all of 2 minutes.
Not even.
And he opened his eyes, and there's the spinning newspaper headline of the great scientist killed in the bathysphere accident. He's like, what? So I had to explain.
I had only seen Beast from 20,000 Fathoms to that point on Super 8mm.
Yeah.
I didn't know the film. So, yeah, I didn't know the old guy died. I'm like, oh, okay.
G-Fest 2012... another side note, but I just don't want to forget. This was also the first year we met Tim Price.
Yes.
Our friend Tim Price.
Is that the year I ran the Godzilla game?
No,
that was 2011.
That was 2011.
Was it?
So,
okay.
yeah, actually, we did meet Tim in 2011, but we didn't hang out with him or anything in 2011. He was at the... Dad, you tell the story.
We were in the game room, and they were going to do a premiere of Godzilla Wars.
Kaiju World Wars.
Kaiju World Wars, sorry. That was a new board game that was out. But the people that were going to do the demo, for various reasons, weren't available. The man who ran the game room said they had a problem with the folks. They couldn't make it to do the demo. Would anybody be willing to sit down, read the rules, and run a demo? And I said, sure. So I sat down in the corner for 20 minutes, half hour. I read the rules, understood it, and then I ran demos for 2 hours or so.
Yeah,
something like that.
And I'm an old... If you follow my channel, page 121, you know I'm an old role player and tabletop wargamer. So it's a good game, and it was very fun to play, and we were able to turn the games very quick.
Yeah.
And that was when we met Tim Price, because Tim sat in on one of those games.
And I remember distinctly he was wearing a shirt that said, I like Final Wars.
Yes.
Tim, if you're listening to this or when we see you next, I hope you remember that. So you can check my memory to make sure I'm remembering it correctly. But, so that was just another side note and that happened in 2012 or 2011. And Dad was also gifted the game.
Yeah, they gave it to me for my effort of running it for them, because I did the entire time slot they had.
Yeah.
And when they wrapped it up, they said, here you go, here's the copy, and I was blown away by that. I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, so we still have that to this day.
Yeah, it's downstairs on the shelf.
Unfortunately, that game never went anywhere. It had a lot of potential, but
it did.
For various reasons that you can look up separately, I won't go into here, it just never went anywhere. And but our copy still played only a couple of times.
Yeah.
And
beautiful game.
Awesome game. Came with figures of Godzilla, Rodan, King Ghidorah, and Gigan.
Yep.
I remember loving playing with the buildings because they were
the
so
buildings were
satisfying to
stackable
fit together.
Yeah, they were stackable and they would fit together. But that was really cool. And then back to G-Fest 2012. One of the other movies, this was Friday night, Godzilla King of the Monsters with Raymond Burr.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't remember if we went to that.
I don't believe we did.
I don't think we did.
I don't think we did.
I know we used to travel, and though we're from the Chicago area, it's still an hour or so drive.
40 miles.
For those of you who are from Chicago, know that I-294 is permanently under construction.
I like to call it parking lot 294.
Yeah, so traveling at night was difficult. We used to get home at 2 a.m. after the movies and do a turnaround of about 4 hours and get up to G-Fest again by 8 a.m.
On our face.
I drove all of it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you
for all of that.
Thank you for finding out about G-Fest. Yes. No, we used to love it. We used to go to IHOP on the way to G-Fest, on the way to the highway, and Harry's Place. I remember it's a place that closed down years ago.
Over Midlothian,
So G-Fest 2012. I'm still on 2012.
Yeah.
Keep getting sidetracked.
Yeah.
Godzilla vs. Destroya was the Saturday night movie. I distinctly remember we went to that.
We did go to that one. Yeah.
That was outstanding. That was so cool to see on the big screen for the first time. So now we can move on to G-Fest 2013.
Finally. No, 2012 was a great G-Fest.
Yep, 2013. 2012 was one of my favorites.
That was the top 3 G-Fest.
That was the year, too. We in 2012, I did the model contest again. I did Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. I did a whole battle scene for that, all made out of pipe cleaners and vinyl stickers for King Ghidorah's wings.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
He made M11 and the Dorits, too.
Yeah, M11 and the 3 Dorits I made. I still have all of that on display.
And they were standing on the correct sides of each other if you looked at it from the Hokkaido fight.
And they even have their beam weapons.
Yes.
I went all out on that one.
Yep.
I also did that year Titanosaurus with Miss Katsura.
Yes, you did. I remember that. Putting the vinyl wings on King Ghidorah.
I lost
He
sleep
was
over that.
agonizing over how to do that for weeks.
I started making that King Ghidorah out of pipe cleaners in April. I finished him a week before we took him to G-Fest in 2012.
And there was no procrastination. He just was trying to figure things out as he went.
Because I couldn't figure out how to engineer the wings. I couldn't make them out of pipe cleaners because that would be too expensive and too heavy. So I had to make them out of a different material. I used floral wire and stickable vinyl.
Yep.
For the gold wings. That was... Dad helped me put it together, helped me pin everything down. We had to make sure there was no animal hair in the vinyl before it would stick. And then I had to cut them to shape. But it worked out.
Yeah.
Our living room looked like a manufacturing plant.
Yes, it did.
For months as you worked on
this is
that.
before we had cats.
I was
going to
say
too,
this
so it was a little easier to work with. 2013. G-Fest. I'll get my models out of the way early for this one. I did Godzilla 2000.
Yep. That was a good one.
I built him over the course of a couple of weeks, and I wasn't satisfied with how it looked because I had him with a building, and I did a building out of plaster and everything, and I had soldiers, but I wasn't happy with how it looked because it was missing something. It was missing Megaguirus.
Yep.
Because in 2013, we were also going to see Godzilla vs. Megaguirus that Saturday.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, I got to do something that fits this. I made a Megaguirus in under 12 hours out of pipe cleaners.
I watched him do it.
Yeah.
We were visiting my grandma that day, and my grandma, who was big into crafts herself, we'd gone to Joann Fabrics that morning. We'd picked up the materials. And that whole afternoon, I worked on it with the help of Adam and my grandmother. And I was able to build Megaguirus in under 12 hours. And she was on display at G-Fest.
And she looked
24 hours later.
Yeah.
She fell apart almost immediately after bringing her home. But she worked. She stayed together long enough to get through.
She did what you needed her to do.
Yep, exactly. That was really cool, though. I remember you and Grandma specifically helping me, trying to give me ideas for how to connect the wings.
Yeah.
Her wings, again, made out of the vinyl stickers.
Notably, we did not help put any of the pipe cleaners together. We were just spitballing ideas. He did all of the work himself.
I never put anything
Painting
together.
the building, putting the mirrors in.
Oh, that's right. I put the mirrors in for the windows.
To make them look like windows.
That's right.
All those display boards, we might have provided materials and ideas. Pat did all of the work himself.
The only one I ever helped on was the Ghidorah with the wings.
Yeah, and that was because I needed
that was a two-person job.
Hands, But Shinichi Wakasa was there in 2013. Tom Kitagawa, who we've been lucky to meet a number of occasions since. The movies that year were awesome. 20 Million Miles to Earth, Ray Harryhausen.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, it is.
Ymir fights the elephant.
Yep.
Followed by Gamera 3, Revenge of Iris.
Yeah.
Aces, that's a great movie. I love that movie.
My personal favorite Gamera film, one of my favorite kaiju film. Then Gamera vs. Gauss and the X from Outer Space.
Oof.
We did not go to those.
We did not.
No, we skipped those. That's
skipped
right.
those.
Because we had to be somewhere that night. So we weren't able to stay the late on the Thursday. Yeah. Because they also did the midnight screening of Pacific Rim that night.
Yeah, and we hadn't seen it. We wouldn't see it for a couple of months.
We didn't even know what Pacific Rim was back then.
Yeah.
But the next night, Friday night, we went to Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla and Megaguirus. That was fun.
I love those movies.
G-Fest 2013 was fun. That one was special.
A fun year. Yeah.
2014 was really special.
Yeah.
There was, of course, the 60th anniversary one. Koichi Kawakita, Tomoko Ai, Don Fry was there. That one was really cool because the Godzilla 2014 movie was brand new in theaters.
Yeah. And for the 60th, Tomoko Ai was explaining how in Japanese culture, the age of 60 is a lot bigger of a deal than the age of 50 because the zodiac, the Japanese zodiac, is a 12-year cycle, so you've made it around 5 cycles. So she was explaining that for Godzilla's 60th, it was a much bigger deal over in Japan than it was in the U.S.
Yeah. Yeah, so for the first time in a while, we actually skipped the movies on Thursday that year.
I had an event at work I couldn't get off.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
That's right, yeah.
Because I was looking at the list, trying to refresh my memory. That's right.
Yep.
I remember that. And we don't... As the three of us, we don't like to do anything at G-Fest without the others.
Yeah.
We never have.
Yeah. But we did see Godzilla vs. Destroyer Friday night.
Yes, we did.
And Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah Saturday night.
I love that movie.
But there was another special event Saturday night that a lot of people at G-Fest nowadays don't even really remember.
Yeah.
It was Ifukube 100, A Legacy of Monster Music, a live concert at the Pickwick Theater.
Incredible.
First time his music had been played in concert in the West, to my knowledge.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was amazing. It was put together through Kickstarter. That was an incredible experience. We sat in the front row.
Right in front of the harp.
We talked to the harpist. Just gave them the greatest standing ovation I think any of them have ever received.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
The house went nuts for them.
Incredible.
When they played the end credit song from Godzilla vs. Destroyer,
we were all sitting there, quiet as can be, letting the music play out, and then the minute it was over, we all snapped to our feet.
Yeah.
We were clapping for like 10 or 15 minutes.
Absolutely incredible experience.
And then that year, because that happened before the movie on Saturday night, that was the year that we were going back to the car and it started dumping rain. And we had to park like 3 blocks away from the Pickwick because they were doing Taste of Park Ridge. So we had to walk in this rain. All 3 of us were laughing like crazy, enjoying ourselves. And the minute we got back to the car, it stopped raining.
The instant.
It rained about an inch while we were walking. No exaggeration.
It was a torrential downpour, and then it just stopped.
And it was the one year at G-Fest, I bought a new Godzilla shirt. So we got back to the car and I was able to change. I was the only one with a dry shirt.
Did you have your G-Fan shirt?
That's right.
I've been wearing G-Fest shirt.
I was the only idiot without a shirt.
Yeah, I was the only one. And the other shirt I had bought was too big for him. I had offered it to him. But going back to the theater, then we were freezing because the air conditioning was on.
Well, because I buy a G-Fest shirt every year. And I've been doing that. They've either bought me G-Fest shirts. This is a brief aside. They've either bought me G-Fest shirts in the years that I wasn't going, or I have bought myself a G-Fest shirt every year. My collection is complete, I believe, from 2008. I'd have to find all of them, but I believe I have every shirt from 2008 until...
You had some before that, but I think those went, as you outgrew them, I think they went away.
Yeah.